The women maintain the village and raise the children. Washing and cooking are done outside the huts. I notice they're surprisingly forthright and don't put up with any nonsense from the men. In India, cooks take the food to the knife rather than the other way round. Certainly one advantage to that when you live on a sand dune is that you get less sand in your meal. Andhra Pradesh has the hottest and spiciest food in India. They use chilies in almost everything. With a kilo of filleted ribbon fish, Gangayama makes a fish curry. She's using a lot of turmeric and some methi leaves, and 8 super hot chilies. Sesame oil is heated over the wood fire, and the marinated fish is seared. She rinses the marinade off her hands into the pot. Nothing is wasted. It's simmered for 20 minutes. The rice water is poured off and kept for her small children. Clean drinking water is always at a premium. The rice is strained through an old mosquito net. This curry will probably blow your head off. Coming back from fishing, I can see just how well adapted these boats are. They ride in on the waves like giant surfboards, and they can't be swamped because, like a sieve, the water simply passes straight out between the planks. But most important of all, they can be dismantled and carried out of reach of cyclones that wreak havoc on this coast. Such freak storms can happen at any time and are incredibly destructive, flattening entire villages and causing men to be lost at sea. These logs are very precious to the men, as they can no longer obtain them. The traditional woods, cottonwood and chinaberry, which are buoyant and water-resistant, have all been felled in this area. Now they're using fiberglass, which has doubled the size of the boats. But able to carry twice the number of crew and much larger nets, in only 5 years, 60% of the fleet has moved over to fiberglass. The new boats are modelled on the traditional log raft, preserving the same shape of prow for its ability to break through the waves. These boats have to be powered by engines, but if they break up in high seas, the engine can drag them down, causing men to perish. For me, you can't beat the original design. In my experience, every part of the world has one tree which is particularly useful. Here, there's a tree that literally makes life possible by drawing up moisture from the dry, sandy soil, which people then tap and drink. It's this one, the Palmyra palm. Local tradition says that this tree has 801 uses. This is the first. The fronds of many palm trees can be used in this way. First, you remove the serrated edges of the frond before carefully separating the outer fibres, which can be easily split off. This outer strip of fibre from the frond makes excellent binding ties for tying together boats to thatching. Palmyra palms are often 40 feet high, and there's a special caste who climb them. First, he sharpens his pruning hook on a soft wooden pole coated with finely ground quartz. His life depends on his harness, made from palm fibre. At the top, the harness takes his weight, freeing his hands to prune the tree. He knows just how many leaves to cut off to minimize transpiration, so that more sap goes to the fruit, making it juicier. The leaves aren't wasted, because here in India, they're used by a special caste of basket makers. During the monsoon season, the palm leaf thatch withstands the downpour. 6 layers of leaves, 30 centimetres thick, completely waterproof the shelter. The rains do bring some benefits, good clean drinking water, and the baby's bottom gets cleaned. The men sit under their thatch and prepare their nets, ready for the start of the main fishing season, which begins just after the monsoons. In September, the community worships Ganesha, the elephant-headed god who is the remover of obstacles. Everyone prays to Ganesha before embarking on any new mission. After 9 days of worshipping, Ganesha is cast into the waters. Hindus believe everything was created out of the oceans, and so everything must return there. With the onset of good weather, everyone heads for the open seas, with lunch suspended safely in the prow. The helmsman moulds a ball of sand, reminding the boat to return safely to land, before putting it back on the beach as a kind of spiritual anchor. A lime is sliced and passed over the boat to absorb any evil or bad luck.